Hello everyone, this is Rosa-King, immigration attorney, and today I want to talk to you briefly about extreme hardship waivers. When do I need a extreme hardship waiver? So depending on your circumstances and your background, it might be possible that your attorney tells you that you are not admissible to the United States. If that's the case, depending on the reason of why you are not admissible to the United States, you might be eligible for a waiver based on extreme hardship on a qualifying relative. The reason could be because maybe you entered the United States with fraudulent documents, or maybe you used fraudulent documents while in the United States, or maybe you have a conviction, or maybe you have overstayed. It could be any reason, but if your attorney determines that you are not admissible to the United States, and the attorney also determines that you are eligible for a waiver based on extreme hardship on the qualifying relative, then it will be time to consider filing this waiver with USCIS for you to be able to become a lawful permanent resident. So I do have a lot of people, I do a lot of waivers I have a lot of people that they think that because their qualifying relative is not sick, they are not dying, they are not, or because they don't have children, then they are not eligible for a waiver based on extreme hardship. I want to clarify to this video that when USCIS look at the waivers, they are going to look at the totality of the circumstances. So it's not only one factor that they are going to look at. They are going to look at many factors to be able to determine if you show that your qualifying relative is going to suffer extreme hardship if you are not allowed to stay or to immigrate to the United States. So when I have these waivers, what I do is I do meet with my client and I will go extensively about their life. We're gonna talk extensively about the applicant's life, and I'm also gonna meet with the qualifying relative, and I'm also gonna talk extensively with the qualifying relative about his or her life. We are going to address many things that's going to help you to establish the extreme hardship that the qualified relative is going to suffer if the applicant is not allowed to stay in the United States or to immigrate to the United States. So we're going to talk, just to give you a few examples, we're going to talk about what is the qualified relative family ties in the United States. Is most of the qualified relative family in the United States? What is the qualifying relative age? How many years has the qualifying relative been in the United States? Have the qualifying relative lived in the United States most of his or her life? Does the qualifying relative speak the language of the applicant's home country? We're going to talk about finances. Who is the breadwinner? Is the qualifying, who's the person, who's the main caregiver of the children if you have children? And even if you are both working, is the income of both of you needed to support the household? Does the qualifying relative has any other dependent? For example, does the qualifying relative has children from prior relationships? What is the age of those children? Can that qualifying relative be separated from those, from children like that they are not gonna come with him or her in any case you have to relocate to the applicant's home country? We're also gonna talk about the emotional aspect of the case. Does the qualifying relative has, for example, a history of depression? Does the qualifying relative how is the qualifying relative health? Does he need constant medical care? Does the qualifying relative owns a home in the United States? Does he has a business, or does he has a stable employment history? And so there are many things that we will talk about to be able to determine or to be able to show to USCIS that the qualifying relative is gonna experience extreme hardship if the applicant is not allowed to stay or to immigrate to the United States. It's very important that when you have this type of case, when you are told that you need a waiver based on extreme hardship on a qualifying relative, you do work with an immigration attorney. It's very important because these type of waivers are very complex and there's a lot of information that go into it, and you need to be able to properly present the case to USCIS so they can see that the qualified relative will experience extreme hardship if the applicant is not allowed to stay or to immigrate to the United States. And so if you need assistance with your waiver or any other immigration related matter, please feel free to give us a call at 773-366-1214 and schedule a consultation with me. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching.